Hey everybody, Meredith here. It is Wednesday and it's just after 1 p.m. Eastern time. So what time is it? It's Website Wednesdays with Meredith. So I didn't get to do fancy graphics today or have time to create an official Facebook live invitation. I'm just going live from my Facebook personal page here to talk about websites with you today. It's been a busy couple weeks. Wow. Okay, so today we are going to talk about how to take your website from a solid B, B plus, A minus to an A plus plus. I think you know what I'm talking about. You have a site that you're pretty happy with. You've put a good investment into it. It's doing well, but you have this gut feeling it could do even better. And you wish that it was converting more phone calls, more emails, more e-commerce if you're e-commerce. And so you're just really wanting it to take it to the next level. I picked this topic today because I get a lot of phone calls along these lines. I talk to lots of clients in our agency, and that's exactly what they say. It's good, but I think it could be better. So I'm going to give you some criteria today to help you figure out how or if the site could be better. And then I'm going to give you some ideas on how to do exactly that, elevate it from that solid B, B plus to an A plus plus. All right, so let's start with criteria. When I'm reviewing a site and I'm trying to decide, how effective is this site? Well, if you've watched me before on Website Wednesdays with Meredith, you know that I'm really all about the analytics. So I'm basically looking at, with the analytics, things like total sessions, which is another word for visits. So how many total visits did a site get in a month? Out of those total visits, how many then requests for information via email came in through the website? How many phone calls? How many live chats, if you have live chat as a feature? So I want to see what kind of activity did the website generate in the past 30 days. That's really the ultimate test of what your website is doing. You can have lots of opinions and personal preferences when it comes to your website. I mean, after all, it's a visual marketing tool. And so your personal style is definitely going to be part of it, but those are all subjective criteria. What colors, what pictures, how to organize the navigation. A lot of that is going to happen based on your personal opinion. What's not subjective, though, is how many conversions the website received. So you have to think about, what do I want this website to do for me? And then you have to think about, okay, what are my results in terms of those conversions? Am I just trying to build a list, an email list? Okay, how many of those did you get? Am I trying to drive on-site traffic to a physical location? If you know me, most of our clients are home builders, developers, realtors, so they're in the real estate space, and yeah, they're trying to drive on-site traffic. So you just have to think about, what am I trying to accomplish with this site, and what do those numbers look like? Typically, a B site it's attractive, it has all the information, but the conversions tell the story. All right, so get with your agency, get with your webmaster, get a conversions report, start looking at those and start figuring out, hey, that's really where we need to focus. So if the conversions aren't there, then here's how I take apart a site, audit it, and figure out how to get it up to that A plus. So the first thing I look at is call to action. Is there enough call to action on the site? So call to action would be, for example, is the phone number that you want your prospective customers to call, is it on every single page of the website, and is it in the same location on every single page? You might even want to put it in multiple locations on the page. That's fine. You can't really overdo it. You know, in today's world, we're more connected than ever. We have our devices, we have our social media, we have our live streaming, we have all of these connections happening. As a result, we're more distracted than ever as well. So you have to really push something and put it in front of people's face and make it super, super simple, or they're just not going to see it on your website. So call to action, phone number is one. Do you have a very easy to find request information, contact us type of button on every single page in the same location? Do you have an invitation on the site to contact you? So this would look like we invite you to give us a call. Please ask us questions. We want to hear from you. Call, text. So in the copy of the site, it should also have call to action language and really invite people to ask you a question. Of course, if you have a site where you have an online sales counselor, an OSC, that's something that home builders and auto dealers frequently have on their site. Those are great call to action graphics that you can include when you have for example, Ask Meredith, and you have my photo and the phone number, chat, text, call now. Well, I'm much more likely to reach out to you because I see there's a real person there who might actually answer. Wow, what a thought, right? So call to action is a definite area that a lot of you could take your B+ website, and by adding more call to action, you could take it up to an A++. Okay, next one. Next one is your graphics. This, in today's world, mostly revolves around your photography of your products and services. And I see a lot of bad product photos out there. We get them in all the time when clients are asking us to make changes to their websites, and it hurts me. It really, when I get a picture of your gorgeous home that's under construction that you want to add to the website, and out the front window of the dining room, I can see a dumpster and a pile of lumber, you're killing me with that. You're killing me. That is not inviting. It is not wow. It is not beautiful. It does not inspire me or make me want to aspire to build a brand new construction home. It brings out every fear and thought I have of what I don't want to happen when I build a new home. And that's piles of trash in the yard and living in a construction zone once my house is done and the ones around me aren't done. So we don't want to do that. Okay. So if you want to take your site to an A++, then you need to have the highest standards of excellence and quality when it comes to your product photography. I just hung up with a new website client. We're building a website for their 55+ community in Texas. And when I opened up their folder of the photography they sent us to start the design process, I giggled with glee. And they were on the phone, they were like, what is going on? And I was like, no, you don't understand. This product photography is gorgeous. And they were like, well, have you seen the wine room? And I'm like, no, show me that picture. And then we pulled up a picture of the wine room and I was like, all right. Now I know that we can take that photography and sell a lot of houses with it online. There's no question in my mind. And the issue they're having now is they've got a B website. Yep, all the info's there, but it's not visually stunning. It even has the call to action, but it's not visually appealing. Please know that in today's world, we live in a visual communication world. Yes, we communicate using words, but we also, in today's social media, website, live streaming world, communicate through visuals. So elevate your graphics and your visuals, and it will go a long way to getting you to an A++ website. Okay, I'm gonna glance down here, see if I've got any questions. Oh, Jeff, hey, how you doing? As an expert, what immediately turns you off when you land on a bad website? Well, for my home builder friends, garbage in the front yard and the dumpster is not gonna be good. But on a serious note, yeah, that gets under my skin. But on a serious note, when I land on a site and I can't immediately tell where they're building, what style, type, price range they're in. I mean, that homepage should just immediately tell me the story and I should be able to get it. You only have 2 or 3 seconds when people land on the page to get it. So tell me the story. Let me see it. It also turns me off when I can't find a phone number. Remember that 50% of your traffic's looking at your site on a mobile device, and they need a phone number and directions that they can click on and use their Google Map or their native map app on their phone to be able to get somewhere. So that's a big turnoff there. So yeah, there's a lot of turnoffs. Thank you for asking, Jeff. I appreciate it. So, okay, what else? We're taking our websites from a B+ to an A+ today. We've talked about lack of call to action. We've talked about poor visuals. Let's talk about your copy. Okay, your copy should do 2 things for you. Number 1, it should speak the language of Google. That's really what your copy is for. Your copy is to tell Google what your website's about so that it can rank you in organic search. So that's a big one. But if you overdo that and you stuff it full of keywords and you overdo the Google, then you're going to find yourself turning off your buyers and potential customers. So it has to be a mixture of the two. So we want to strike this balance up. Tell me the story of your business, your product, what you're representing, but also working in those keywords so that Google knows where to index you. I think it's definitely a turnoff when the copy is too flowery. It feels like marketing speak. It doesn't feel real. Get rid of that stuff. Your brochureware should stay in your brochure. It should not be on your website. Your website should be a very functional place where I can quickly, in the case of our home builder clients, find where you build, understand what you build, get a feeling for the price range, if not the price of the homes that you build. And then after that, I might be interested in your company history, awards, and affiliations. But I'm not interested in all of that if you're not building a home in the part of town near my work and in the school district I want my son to be in. So we've got to tell them those things very, very quickly. So that's another thing. So if number 1 was take a look at your call to action to get you up to that A+. Number 2 was improve your visuals. Get better photography, get better videos, get more visuals. Number 3 is look at your copy. Then number 4 would be your navigation. Sometimes we get lost in your websites. We're clicking and we're clicking and we're clicking and we're just not finding what we want. Most visitors will only do that about 1 or 2 times. And on the second click, if it's still not what I expected, they're out. You don't even get 3 strikes. Navigation on a website should be designed to help people find what they expect and want to find. So if I click on a button and it's labeled About Us, what do I expect on that page? About us. And so if that page then goes on and on about something else off topic, then I didn't find what I expected. So go through your navigation menu on your site, look at what you've titled each thing, each navigation menu, each page, and say to yourself, what does this title imply in terms of what content I expect to see? And that's really the ultimate test. The test is not how clever can you make your navigation titles. The test is, oh, I just want to shorten it so I can fit all these navigation items on my menu. There's a lot of other things that people do with navigation, and it's all a waste of time and not helpful to getting more conversions if the navigation doesn't tell people and take them to where they expect to go. So if you're a home builder and I am on a find your home button, what do I expect to happen? Yeah, I expect to be able to then do some kind of search or navigate a map or see a list of communities. So that's what each of those menu items should do. So go through and audit, what does it say I'm going to get? And then what does the content actually deliver to me? And if those things match up, then the navigation's working and you're fine. But if they don't match up, then that can be your issue right there. Overall, we see a lot of B+ websites here that we work on, yeah. And those are typically the things that we will zone in on to make it better. I would say the very last thing is sometimes it just needs a fresh look, feel, a fresh approach. Sometimes the look of your site has become dated. Website design is a lot like fashion design or interior design. It goes through trends. We went through this horrific trend for years where navigation was always down the left side. Thank goodness that's gone, because that was not fun to navigate. We went through a period where every website had a sidebar. Oh, gotta have a sidebar. We all have a sidebar. So website design goes through these trends, and you'll absolutely lose some folks in terms of getting those conversions in if they get a sense that the website's dated, because the leap that they make in their mind, unfortunately, is if the marketing is dated, if the website looks dated, maybe your product is dated. And that's not what you want to convey. So sometimes just the overall feel, the design of the site itself has become stale. It needs to become fresh. What are hot? What are trends right now? Well, we see a lot of edge-to-edge design. So no white space or other color, especially other background colors on the sides. Today, your website should fill the entire screen, regardless of it's a small screen, middle screen, big screen, should fill the whole screen. We see a lot of white used today, lots of white space and minimal actual design. You know, I was just on a site earlier looking at it with a new website client, and the website had this torn paper. The logo was sitting on a box, and it had a torn paper edge, and then the welcome message, and there was like a parchment texture to the background of the website. And we don't do any of that anymore. All of that is dated. Today is crisp, clean, and it's about big, large images. So, okay, I have taken you through 5, maybe 6 things that you could do to take your website from an B to an A+. Let's run back through them again, and then we'll wrap it up for today. So we've got more call to action, better visuals, fix your copy, review your navigation, make sure it's what people expect, and last, make sure the look and feel is amazing. I want to tell you about some of my upcoming events where I'm going to be. Hoping you are in one of these areas and you can attend. June 7th, I will be with the Collier County Building Industry Association, the Collier BIA. They're in Southwest Florida in Naples, and I'll be with their Sales and Marketing Council on June 7th, teaching fantastic sales and marketing. So if you're in Naples and new home sales, come out, please. Let me look at my list. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I actually posted about this today, made the big announcement on my Facebook today on July 9 through 12. Are you ready? I'm speaking at MozCon. MozCon. So if you aren't familiar, Moz, M-O-Z, is For most of us in digital marketing, they are the thought leader and tool of choice for those of us that do heavy search engine optimization in our agencies. And I'm gonna speak on the main stage. I know, I'm so excited. So I'll be at MozCon July 9 through 12, that's in Seattle. I will be at Influence July 14 and 17. Influence is the National Speakers Association's annual conference. I'm going to teach a fantastic marketing session there, one of the breakouts. So that's cool. If you're going to Influence, check me out. And I will be teaching CSP, Certified New Home Sales Professional, right here in Raleigh for the Raleigh-Wake Home Builders Association, June 12 and 13. So if you need your CSP, sign up for my class. I'm going to take a 3-day class. I'm going to jam it into 2 days. I'm going to keep you entertained and keep it moving along, snap, snap, snap. And at the end of the 2 days, you're going to take a test, submit your application and your fee, and you're going to be a CSP baby. So that's pretty cool. All right. So lastly, if you need help with your digital marketing, we're here to help. We mostly work with home builders, developers, and realtors, but occasionally we work with all kinds of businesses. So call us, let me know. I'll put my creative director hat on and we will make your marketing look amazing. You can learn more about us at meredithcommunications.com. If you need a speaker for an event, meredithspeaks.com. I won't be doing next Wednesday because I'll be filming something for a builder, but the following Wednesday, I'll be back at 1 o'clock for Website Wednesdays with Meredith. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.